I'm a big fan of Bitcoin. I think it's going to go up too. It actually just spiked yesterday. It made a nice little jump, and the stock market did too. So your professional opinion for everybody out there is to go and put all their money in Bitcoin. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't know about that, but it is quite low. It is quite low, and I'm sure it's going to go up. I think so.
Me too.
Not financial advice, but I think it'll go up. But who knows, right? It's wild out there.
It is. I'm a big fan of Bitcoin. I think it's going to go up too. It actually just spiked yesterday. It made a nice little jump, and the stock market did too. I've noticed that this is totally off topic, and if you don't want to answer this, fine. But I noticed that for a long time, Bitcoin wasn't correlated to the markets, but then it correlated itself back to the markets, and then there's a bunch of theories that it's either going to stick to the markets or it's going to decorrelate again, meaning the
Yeah,
stock market goes up, why Bitcoin goes down, or vice versa, or they move in correlation with each other. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I can see why sometimes they'd be moving in tandem, but it's such a complex thing that it's hard to break down because of all the forces. And honestly, there's so and with crypto, you can think one thing and you can have the greatest reason, the biggest conviction that hey, it's going to move in one way, and then next day you wake up and it's like
Slaps you.
completely to the different direction, right? So I can never predict it honestly. I just feel like the underlying technology opens up a lot of business opportunity. And that is what I'm really certain in terms of the long term value. And one more point that I kind of wanted to add in there is, you were talking about how there's all this risky crypto and kind of we're building on top of it and we can kind of funnel a lot of the good stuff that's going on there into our platform. It's really interesting to note that on the platform, what we can do at some point, if we enable it, is we can kind of allow people to take their crypto, whether it's Bitcoin or Ethereum or some of the bigger coins, and instantly purchase equity in DSOs,
Mm.
which is really cool. The way it works is it gets converted into US dollars, and then the DSO doesn't sit there with receiving
Yeah.
Bitcoin or
Yeah,
Ethereum,
yeah. That's
but
scary.
it's a seamless transaction basically. So
That's really cool.
it's kind of interesting to think, what
I would
all this
not.
money that's out there, like would it
I would
enter?
love to
Yeah,
invest. I would love to invest in a DSO. Like if you guys had this platform, I could put money in it. I would put cash in it, but I wouldn't put my Bitcoin in it. So
yeah. I mean, you can put whatever in. I think that's the beauty of it,
yeah.
right? Like whatever people want to do, if they have Bitcoin, if they have cash, it's just it's just opening up the whole entire digital economy, kind of.
Do you think Bitcoin will ever get to $1 million?
Whew. I mean, I have no idea. Maybe not. Maybe something will come and kind of like supplant
Disrupt it.
Bitcoin as like a digital coin. Maybe they'll have some breakthrough in like computing or quantum computing that makes Bitcoin kind of like,
What do you
archaic
mean
or
by
like
that
unusable.
quantum computing? Like
Well, I'm not an expert on this by any means, but my understanding is with some of the cryptography and and blockchain, if you have a computer that's just really really powerful, maybe a quantum computer, maybe it can kind of compromise the security there. But like I said, I'm not an
they've
expert.
tried,
This
right?
is
They've tried.
yeah.
I know they've tried a bunch to try to figure that out, how to break into Bitcoin, but so far nobody's been able to do it.
Yeah, so far it's good, but I just wonder what the future looks like, I guess is what I'm saying. Like who knows? So they're always coming up with new things, right? Whether it's a new
Yeah,
coin or new technology that makes Bitcoin, no longer number one.
that's so cool. Awesome. This has been really good. Anything that I didn't cover?
No, I think we covered it. I mean, like I said, we're making an investing platform that allows people to easily invest into DSOs and for DSOs to raise money. And then we're also trying to, you know, incorporate elements of blockchain in there as time goes on, whether it's with security tokens and kind of making digital shares, or whether it's creating this DAO DSO that kind of brings together a lot of people that are operating separately and unifies them and kind of adds value in a way that people couldn't kind of create individually.